Hi everyone, I'm Susan Zapper, and today I wanted to talk to you about being in the queue, in the LuLaRoe queue, waiting to get your call, and some of the things that you can do while you're waiting for that call. Right now the waiting time for LuLaRoe is about 6 to 10 weeks. I have been waiting about 8 weeks now, and I still haven't got my call. I signed my contracts and sent everything in on March the 9th, and today is the very end of April, and I'm still anxiously awaiting my call. Hopefully it'll come anytime. They've got a lot of people that they are enrolling, over 500 people a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of clothes and inventory and onboarding boxes that have to be shipped out. But that's exciting. That's very exciting. This is the #1 fastest growing company in the world right now. So if you are interested in joining LuLaRoe or already have and you're in the queue, know that you're in the right place at the right time, because we are still in our initial, I don't want to say phase, because they just celebrated their 4-year anniversary, which is great. So you don't have to worry about it being so new that it might not succeed. It is taking off like wildfire, and it's because of the owners, the mission behind the company, what they stand for, and the sisterhood that's involved. And there are a lot of great companies out there. There are. But LuLaRoe is unique and special, and that's why there's so many women joining it. There is no other company out there like it, and I am so proud to have be a part of it, and excited that I found it, and it is exactly what I was looking for. And I with LuLaRoe, I finally have found what I've been searching for a long time. So while I've been in the queue, I've been a very, very busy lady, and I wanted to go over with you 10 things that I think are very important to do while you're in the queue. I've been a business owner before, and I know a little bit about running a successful business and the things that it takes and what's important. So I wanted to, and I'll talk to you about that. That's a video for another day. But I will talk to you right now about some of the things that I think will really help you. #1, do your research. Do lots and lots of research. Learn everything that you can about LuLaRoe, about what you need to do as far as setting up your Facebook VIP group. See what other consultants are doing. Watch lots of YouTube videos. That's what I do. I watch lots of videos on YouTube, and I take lots and lots of notes and refer back to them all the time. See what other consultants are doing on Facebook, on Periscope, on Instagram, YouTube. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Believe me, I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. I believe in finding out what works and learning from the best. #2, set a budget. As you know, LuLaRoe is probably one of the most expensive direct sales companies to get involved with. But Lord, how we know it doesn't stop women from getting into it. When they check into it, it just inspires them more. But you need to set a budget and really understand what all it's going to take to get in this business so you can be successful, what all you need. As you know, it's about $5,000, pretty close to it, for your initial inventory package. And that doesn't even include leggings. So if you want leggings with it, which I'm sure you do, that's the #1 product that LuLaRoe sells, you need to figure out how many of those you want to order as well and set that into your budget. You want to know about all the things that you are going to need. You're going to need racks. You're going to need hangers. You're going to need a camera. Most people are using their cell phone. If you have an iPhone or like a Samsung with a great camera in it, that'll work just fine. If you have an iPad, that'll work great. If you have a great camera, use whatever you have. You don't have to go out and buy something new in the way of a camera or tripod or anything like that. If you have something good, use that. If you want to get something better later once you're making money, then by all means knock yourself out and get whatever you would like. But wait till you're making money to get that. Right now, just get the necessities. You're going to need a mannequin. All right, you're going to need business cards. You're going to need your signs that you're going to be using in your LuLaRoe shop for when you're filming things and to hold up your, your sizes or or the names of your items and things like that. But most of that you can get and you can print online. You can find all of that on Googling it. You can Google anything and find out anything nowadays. That and YouTube, best resources that you could ever wish for right now. But get your racks, get your hangers, get your shipping supplies. I bought a Dymo printer and the Dymo labels that go with that. But you don't have to have it to start off with, but it certainly will make your life a whole lot easier if you do. But you're going to need shipping supplies. You're going to need bags. You're going to have to figure out what you want to ship with. Do you want just poly mailers? Do you want to get from the U.S. Postal Service the flat rate padded envelopes? That is your choice. One of the most inexpensive and economical ways to ship is just using poly mailers. And you can go on Amazon and just try anything that you can think of that you need, you can find on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime and I love it because then you don't have to pay shipping, and anything that's Amazon Prime gets shipped out right away. You can have it in just 2 to 3 days. So go on there, look on Amazon. You can look up LuLaRoe supplies and it will show you basically most of the things that the LuLaRoe consultants are getting for their business. And whether it's racks, hangers, poly mailers, sizing things, everything you need, you can find on Amazon. All right, the next thing I want to talk to you about is number 3 is talk to an accountant or a CPA, financial advisor, someone who can help you, advise you in what you need to do to set up your accounts for bookkeeping purposes and tax purposes. That's extremely important. They can advise you and talk to you about how you want to be structured. Do you want to be a sole proprietor? Do you want to set up an LLC? Do you want to set up a corporation? You don't need to do any of those things. When you're starting out, you can certainly just be a sole proprietor, which means you're just doing it as an individual. But talk to your CPA, your tax advisor. They know your financial situation better than, a stranger out there. Talk to them. Let them know what you're doing. Let them know about the new business that you're setting up. And, listen to their advice about what you should do. It's really, really important to get structured right and get your bookkeeping and tax situation all set up. Number 4, the next thing I want to talk to you about is set up your accounts. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, your LuLaRoe business accounts, you need a LuLaRoe business checking account, banking account. You want to keep your personal accounts separate from your business accounts. You want to keep all of your receipts and for your business and supplies and everything separate from your personal. You want to set up your shipping accounts, whether it's with stamps.com, USPS.com. There's so many different shipping options out there, and you can look on the internet and find out about all the different choices that you have out there. But get that set up, have that in place. You don't want to have to be thinking about that after you get your inventory. You want to get all of this set up beforehand. All right, you want to set up your business email. It's really, really important to do that. Mine is LuLaRoe, Susan Zapper at gmail.com. You can go on Gmail and set up anything. Use the name LuLaRoe and your name. You want to be professional. So get that all set up. Next thing, number 5, set goals. Goals is probably one of the most important things that you can do in regards to accomplishing what you want to accomplish with your business. You need to set goals. You need to write them down. All right. You need to keep them and achieve them. And if there's an old saying, if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Something like that. I get things backwards right now, and I'll explain that one in another video at another time. All right, but if you want to achieve goals, you have to have a plan. You have to have a roadmap. And I would start out with setting your goals for your first month, your third month, 6th month, 1 year, and then 5 years. Be in this for the long term, for the long haul. Know what you want to achieve and at what step. And then set high goals too. Set them high so that you can reach for them. Okay? Don't set low goals and, oh, I got that. Let's see. No, set high goals. And then set them higher and higher and higher. And then work your tail off to achieve them. Okay? If your goal is to say, my goal is to sell 50 items in a week, then if come the last day of the week you haven't achieved that goal, then work your tail off and don't quit until you do. And then reach your next goal and your next goal. Figure out what your goal is for your first month. One of mine, is to make sure that I cruise qualify. I know that's a big goal because you got to sell 12,000 a month for 6 out of 8 months in order to cruise qualify. But I'm going to make that happen. That's my first goal. And I will work my tail off and do everything that I can to make sure I achieve my goals. And you watch me. I'm going to make it happen. All right. Put them down in writing, okay? Make sure you put it down in writing. Have a roadmap of what it's going to take to achieve those goals. Okay, break them down into little baby steps. If your goal is 12,000 a month to cruise qualify, then what is it going to take to reach that goal? And then make little goals, little chunks, and figure out what you're going to have to do on a weekly and then a daily basis to make sure that you achieve that goal. All right, number 6, set up all your social media accounts. Very, very important. We live in an age where you can't really succeed in business without social media, especially with doing an online business like this. Now, sure, you can do LuLaRoe in-home, face-to-face, in-person pop-ups at your home, people's homes, business places, salons. There's a ton of different ways that you can do it that way. But the number one way that most people are making sales with their LuLaRoe business is online, mostly through Facebook and Periscope, because you can do Facebook Live and Periscope Live. And some of the top producers in LuLaRoe are having huge success with Facebook Live, pop-up parties, and going on Periscope. So if you haven't set those up yet, Facebook, Periscope, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, there's so many choices out there. And if you're already on all of them, great. If not, I would pick 2 to start out with, and then add another one, and then maybe add another one. Once you get efficient in it and start growing your following and focus on mastering 1 or 2 of them at first and then adding the others. Don't overwhelm yourself, because if you do, then you're just setting yourself up for failure. Take little baby steps, do things in chunks, get good at one, add another, then add another. All right, pick 2 or 3 that you really want to master and stick with that in the beginning. And you want to find ones, there's so many out there. There's LinkedIn, there's Google+, there's, gosh knows, there's a ton of them. But focus on the ones that are going to bring you the greatest results, all right? The ones that are going to help you grow your business the fastest. All right, one of the ways that you can really grow your business the fastest, set up your VIP group in Facebook and then start doing giveaways. LuLaRoe is all about giving. That is one of the number one things that they are focused on, is giving and blessing others. And so be generous, be giving and be generous, and be authentic and be yourself. but be a very giving person. And the more giveaways that you do, the more you'll grow your Facebook group. I haven't even got my queue call yet. I'm still in the queue, and I have over 3,000 people in my VIP group right now. And the way that I accomplished that was by doing giveaways, lots of giveaways. Um, One of the biggest ones that I did was free leggings for a year. Yes, for a whole year. You get one pair of leggings a month for an entire year. But by doing that one giveaway alone, I added over 500 people to my group. And I've done lots and lots of other giveaways besides that one. Have fun contests, do all kinds of fun things that'll help you to grow your VIP group. And that's going to be the number one thing that you can do to really start your business off on a good foot. Talk about yourself. Let people get to know you. Get to know your customers. Get to know people in your group. And then let them get to know you. Know your family. Know your why. You know, tell them why you're in LuLaRoe. Why you're doing it. What is your passion and your purpose behind it. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Be silly. Get to know them. But let them see who you are. That's the number one key that I believe is behind the ones that are successful in LuLaRoe versus the ones that aren't. You got to kind of come out of your comfort zone, which I'm doing here, doing this video. Believe me, this is not natural for me. And you've got to be willing to do what others won't. One of my favorite quotes in life that I've used in business, and it's helped to drive me to be successful in other things, in other ventures that I've done, is